Elaine Powell, enabling you to your speaking greatness. So the subject today is, I'm going to tell you a story about something I went through recently. And as a speaker, I don't very often go through this. But actually, I'm really glad I did, because one, I can do a video on this, but also when I'm coaching my clients, I'm more connected to what they go through. And it's what happens when you're speaking in front of people and you go inside your head to your scary thoughts. So let me set the scene. It was a few months ago and I was delivering a talk for a large institution. I'm not going to name which one. And it was on a subject matter that I'm not as, I won't say comfortable, but it's not my usual presentation skills. So I was speaking on something else. So I'd put my presentation together. It was an hour's talk. There was about 50 people in the room and they all came in and they sat down. And I started. And there was a few what I call suits in the room, you know, suited and booted. And they kind of had that look on their face as if to say, okay, so what have you got? Now, obviously, I don't know they were thinking that, but that's what I was taking from their body language and their kind of look on their face. So I started delivering my talk. About 10 minutes into it, I look at one man and he's just like, he's not looking happy and he's frowning. So I was like, okay, carry on, Elaine. And I know not to go inside my head when I'm speaking. You know why? Because your head is scary. Your thoughts are scary, and especially when you're speaking and someone's frowning at you. Have you had that? Usually I know to just ignore it because I don't know what they're thinking. You know what, for all I know, he had maybe some bowel syndrome, some irritable bowel syndrome going on. Maybe he was constipated. Who knows? Anyway, I carry on speaking, and then there's another man at the front, and he's doing this. And immediately I went inside my head. And if you could hear my head, it was going, oh, Elaine, he doesn't look happy. Are you sure you're saying the right thing? Maybe you're not as credible on this subject as you thought. It's the first time you're delivering this talk. Oh, you should have prepared a lot more. And what was happening, the words coming out of my mouth were more staccato. I wasn't saying that, but when I was talking through my slides, I could feel that I wasn't confident. And I was giving them an example and my words were shaky. So I knew immediately I was inside my head. So I said my magic words to myself. What are they? Not abracadabra. They are stop it. And immediately I stopped it and I knew I had to be out there. What I call my external dialogue. I needed to come out there and just be present to the people I was speaking to and not listening to my own internal dialogue. Because guys, when you do that, it's scary. So my warning to you is don't go inside your head when you're speaking. Always be out there with the audience. Because really your talk is about them. It's not about your internal dialogue, because that is not a good barometer around things. Because afterwards, there was some drinks, networking event, and there was some drinks. And one of the men that I remember giving me this look, as if, who are you? What have you got to show me? I went up to afterwards and I said hello. And he goes, all right. And he was a London cabbie and he was setting up his own cab firm. And he was like, that was such a great talk. Hey, see, you never know. So don't try and judge your audience. They'll be going through their own little internal dialogue. Maybe he was thinking about something that happened to him earlier on in the day. Another speaker who's, not frowning. Maybe they're shy. Who knows what's going on with the audience? You just want to be out there with them and not be trying to work out what's going on inside of them. Just be in the flow with what you're saying. So remember, guys, don't go inside your head when you're speaking because it's scary. So I hope you've enjoyed this little segment. Remember, sign up for my free training videos where I really show you the 5 steps and 5 videos on working through peak performance so that you can be unstoppable no matter what, no matter those thoughts, your feelings, your excuses, or your reasons. There's only one thing that counts in peak performance. So watch those free training videos, go to my website, leave comments, lots to do. But very most importantly, guys, go out, carry on speaking, speak up, speak out, go and make a difference and unleash your speaking greatness in the world. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.